that means one forward has to come out of the lineup. How do you see that working out? Who's going to be pulled out of the lineup?
My immediate reaction would be pretty much anyone from the third line. So, which means you keep first, second, and fourth line all together and just see where Neil fits.
So you think he goes back to his old spot?
Yeah. With this talk of the Flames being pretty close to clinching top of the division, you're going to start thinking resting players.
Yeah.
So, I mean, realistically, they can pull anybody out. And this is James Neal we're talking here.
The real deal, James.
The real deal Neal. Didn't have a great start to the season. We all know this.
Didn't have a good middle either.
But I have full faith come playoffs that the real deal will get real.
You think he'll pull Claude Lemieux?
Yeah.
It'd be fantastic if he could. Because if our first and second line is going and our fourth line is doing good and he gets going on the third, we could be a dangerous team.
Now, what did Claude Lemieux do? Turn up during the playoffs?
Yeah, he was notorious for that. Like 20 points during the regular season and then 25 points in the playoffs. And of course, you play way more games in the regular season. So, yeah, he was like, you could bet money on it that he was going to get a lot of points in the playoffs.
Good old Claude. The father of Brendan?
I think they did say that. Yeah. That he is the father. And Claude Lemieux also infamous for raking Chris Draper's face across the boards.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that I do remember.
Yeah, he was not like he was great at getting points in the playoffs, but he was brutal. Like he would do anything to win, like hack the bone, smash the face off the boards. He did not care.
When you gotta win, man.
Yeah, killer spirit,
killer instincts.
Yeah. So if we look at like. We've clinched the playoff spot. We're getting pretty close to first place. If we look near the wild card, of the teams that are sort of fighting for the last playoff spot, who would you ideally like to play?
Right off the bat, to Arizona. Even they were looking to show strong. They're on a 3-game losing streak right now, though. But it'd be fun to keep it all in the Pacific. And we lost to Arizona this year, surprisingly. But we also lost to Dallas. And Colorado? I don't know if we ever lost to Colorado.
Yeah, I'm not sure if we lost to Colorado.
But, unless they start winning, they may not make it. And we'll fall against someone from the Central, which would be Dallas, Colorado. Minnesota's losing it for themselves. Really, Colorado's the only team trending right now, but they're still got some ground to make up.
But not about the trending. Like, you think Arizona is our best matchup on paper? Like, we have the best chance to beat them in the first round.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, all these teams are pretty trash-like to me, and anything could happen. But Mike Smith will get it. See, here's the other question, though. Mike Smith plays good against Arizona. We get to Arizona. Do you see Mike Smith starting the playoffs? Because that's another hot topic. Francis was on that.
Oh, man. I think Francis is overanalyzing. I think it's obvious who the number one is.
Is it?
Yeah, Riddick is playing every tough team. Smith is only coming in back-to-backs or Ottawa.
Okay, so say we do face Arizona first round. You don't think it'll be Smith starting?
Riddick. You give
no
Riddick,
matter who it is, this Riddick.
I think no matter who it is, it's Riddick. I think he's on a shorter leash than a typical number one. But I think Riddick gets the start. If we maybe lose the first game or the first two, then you switch to Smith.
Yeah.
Depending how he plays and everything. But I really think it's Riddick's job. And I think the coaches have decided.
In this last month, we've seen good, solid goaltending by both. Each have given up some, I wouldn't say soft goals, but lost games. But that happens. But coming to this end, for me, there's no clear winner in this race. And I still have yet to be decided. Frankly, I don't care who starts.
I'm set on Riddick.
You're set on Riddick?
Yeah.
I like Smith. I want to keep him. I really like the way he handles the puck, especially against Ottawa, man. Ottawa generated no offense time because Smith was passing out to the D, was then sending it, or ringing off the boards.
I don't think that's why they weren't generating offense.
It's one of the reasons.
All I know is Smith, this is my feeling, is whenever there's a goalie, you want to feel confident in that goalie back there.
I'm feeling confident.
You want him to be a
Smith
calming force. And Riddick is like that. He's just solid back there. Where Smith, he has ADD back there. If he doesn't get enough shots, he's skating around. He did his stand behind the net, blocked the guy again. This time it worked. Like, I'm just not a fan of his style.
Did you see Rick's love to the post?
Yeah,
3
kissing.
taps. That's pretty ADD like. Tap, tap, tap.
You're thinking OCD.
Oh, sorry.
OCD is okay in a goalie.
Okay.
ADD is not okay. And I loved it when Riddick, there's this big scramble in the Columbus game, made some saves on the one side of the net. Puck came to the other side of the net. Gio slid in, blocked the shot. There's a big jam, people trying to get the puck, and Riddick comes out of the pile. You know, he took his catcher off and had barehanded the puck and held it straight up like, I have it.
Did you see that clip with him when it goes to Salt Bay? You know who Salt Bay is?
Yeah, that was early in the season. He did the Salt Bay.
That was cute.
But, Riddick, I love the guy's personality because even when Hanifin blocked that shot...
Yeah, he was the first one over there. I thought that was cool, too.
Yeah, it just shows the type of guy he is, that he really wears his heart on his sleeve.
We didn't cover that, but in case you missed, Hanifin decided to go head first into a block. Luckily, he turned his head, so it caught him in the back. I think.
Luckily, he got him in the back of the head.
Yeah, well, if he went in face first, that would have been... Oh, I don't even want to think about it.
And with 8 games left, it's kind of knock on wood, because we're so close to going in completely healthy.
Yeah.
We have Neil coming back. Bennett is close. Like, he maybe sits out a few more, but he should be healthy when playoffs start. We're so close that right now it's get a few more wins, lock down the spot, and just don't get hurt.
Right on.
Okay, but speaking of Winnipeg, maybe we should go and meet their mascot.
Hello.
Hello, and welcome to Meet a Mascot. Today we travel to Winnipeg and meet Mick E. Moose, the mascot for the Winnipeg Jets, as well as the mascot for their AHL affiliate, the Manitoba Moose. Mick debuted in 1994 for the International Hockey League's Minnesota Moose. Since 1996, he has been the mascot of the IHL-AHL Manitoba Moose.
So he's American?
Yeah, I guess he is American.
An American Moose.
The Jets recalled Mick E. Moose from the AHL in 2011 after deciding that he seemed to connect and resonate with so many fans.
Oh, it called back up to majors.
That's it. You keep grinding away in the minors for that long, you finally get your chance.
Yeah, he got his fans behind him.
Mick is a brown moose with 2 large antlers and wears a blue home jersey and a flying helmet.
And what that doesn't mention is he's got an angry look on his face.
See, I don't see it as angry. I see it as like this creepy clown face. Like, look at the teeth he's got in that smile.
He's showing teeth.
And the flying helmet is just really caps it off.
And the antlers flying back with the wind.
Yeah, exactly. But did you know that the Winnipeg Jets have 2 mascots?
2 mascots?
Yes.
So while Mickey was grinding away in the minors, there was someone else in the majors?
Not exactly. They had a mascot as the old Jets. Then when they moved, they took the Moose. They abandoned their old mascot.
Yeah.
And their old mascot was Benny. He was named in honor of both Ben Hatskin, the first owner of the Jets, and Elton John's hit song, Benny and the Jets.
Sam Benn's scoring song.
Yeah, exactly. Benny wore a B on the front of his jersey. He has since reemerged as the secondary mascot for the Winnipeg Jets, beginning with the 2016 Heritage Classic.
Okay.
So the Winnipeg is double mascotting.
Do you think they both dress for the same night?
I think so. They're pretty different. Like, Benny has earmuffs and a mohawk.
What is Benny?
He's like a Grover blue creature.
He looks like the Dallas Stars mascot, but blue instead of green.
See, he actually reminds me of Bada Boom for the Nordiques.
Yes, that's who he looks more like.
So, quick mascot question. Do you prefer anthropomorphic or just strange, fuzzy creatures?
Strange, fuzzy creatures.
Me too.
Anthropomorphic just seems new age. It's kind of fun, but strange, fuzzy.
Yeah, like Gritty,
Yeah.
Bada Boom.
Harvey.
Oh, he's a dog. Anthropomorphic dog.
It's true, man. Harvey's just a dog.
Okay, let's go to Around the League and do some real hockey talk.
All right, Around the League. This week, Blues caught my eye. They're playing strong, and they've been getting some contributions by guys who were pretty cold earlier on the season. Perron and Maroon been lighting the lamp, keeping the Blues hot. Blues sitting pretty in third spot. Might even climb if Preds and Winnipeg stay or don't do great. Which is, I don't really like the Blues, but they're playing hard. Gotta give it to that.
So Blues are almost guaranteed to play either the Jets or the Predators in the first round.
Yeah.
What odds do you think they have of actually winning a round?
Pretty good against those teams. One of those teams.
Like 50-50
Yeah.
or 45. I think it's maybe more 45-55. Like they're a slight underdog.
What it's leading up to is going to be a pretty fun round one matchup.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah. Canadians, we'll look more at that when we look at the scoreboard. The Chara fight against Matt Martin of the Islanders. Chara got into it again. Someone tried to pick a fight with Chara for some reason, and it didn't turn out well. Chara's got that reach, man. He just holds him back, and like they just don't have the range to land any shots, and Chara can just exert his will.
It's almost like Bugs Bunny when he held Elmer Fudd by the head, and Elmer Fudd swings his arms.
Yeah, the stiff arm. No, it's a grab.
Well, it's not exactly the same, but I'm saying it's a similar principle.
Yes, and a good fighting technique. And you know what? Unless you're Ryan Reeves, you really don't have any business challenging Chara to a fight unless you want to showcase how much bravery you have. I don't know.
I guess it can pump your team up to see you take on.
What do you think, though, Reeves, Chara?
I don't think it'll ever happen.
I don't think it'll ever happen
but
either.
But it would be awesome.
Yeah. Because Chara, he's big, but he doesn't look beefy. He looks a little lanky just because he's so tall. But I'm pretty sure he's pretty strong, too. But
Chara doesn't really fight in the sense, he doesn't try to hurt the other guy.
No.
He basically just wants to, almost embarrass the guy. I don't know if that's the right word, but he just, you can't touch me.
Yeah.
I'll kind of hit you a few times lightly to teach you a lesson. He's not going to knock the guy out. Where Reeves, he would try to knock out Chara.
Yeah. So, probably never happen, but if it does, I will be watching. And lastly, Washington players not accepting the White House visit. How do you feel about that?
I don't really care. If I got invited and Trump was president, I wouldn't go to the White House either. But athletes not going really doesn't move the needle in terms of actual change. It's just a symbolic gesture, and I appreciate they don't go, but I just don't care that much.
So Smith Pelly said no. John Connolly? John Connor.
Sean Connolly.
Connolly's not going, and then Holtby, he adds a pretty hot take here, if I'll read the quote. My family and myself, we believe in a world where humans are treated with respect, regardless of your stature, and what you're born into. You're asked to choose what side you're on. I think it's pretty clear what side I'm on.
Good for him. But like Tim